Hi, welcome to our time machine. Today, we are about to travel back over 1,000 years to a world of magnificent palaces and amazing feasts. Prepare to step into the golden age of China, the Tang Dynasty. Our journey takes us to the 8th century Chang'an, the world's most cosmopolitan city. This paradise offered vibrant tea horses, lively entertainment, and markets full of fresh food. Even ordinary people enjoyed education and urban comforts unmatched anywhere else. Truly China's golden age. Here, ambitious scholars from across the empire are about to face the challenge of a lifetime. It is February in Chang'an, 709 CE. Thousands gathered around the golden list of successful candidates of the hardest examination in ancient China. Look at the crowd. You have been preparing for this moment for over 10 years. Oh my gosh, your name is here. Congratulations. You have accomplished something truly extraordinary. While Harvard University has an acceptance rate of only 3.4%, you have just passed the imperial examination with its 0.1% success rate. Through years of dedicated study, you finally passed the Chinese hardest examination. You have joined the elite ranks of Tang Dynasty officials. But your journey is just the beginning. Now comes the most critical social event of your career, the legendary Burning Tail Feast. Just as you are celebrating your success, a well-dressed member of the Jingshi Service Guild approaches with this invitation letter. These professional event planners are essential for any new scholar's career launch. Looking at the invitation, you realize this feast will cost 300 guan, equivalent to about 40,000 pounds today, or roughly 10 years of an ordinary person's salary that time. This team promises to handle everything for your debut in elite society. You are now facing the first critical decision of your new career. Accept this financial burden or find a more economical alternative. Most successful officials chose to invest everything in their feasts, viewing this money as the necessary career investment rather than an expense. Historical records show that scholars who tried cheaper services with less prestigious planners or simpler food often found themselves with inferior connections and slower career promotion. As a result, the path to success in Tang Dynasty was clear. Invest generously in your social debut. This huge investment isn't just about food and drinks, it's your entry ticket to the powerful networks. The grandest part of your celebration takes place at the Tree River. We can understand it as a crooked creek. This scenic area was equivalent of modern Central Park, the Hamptons, where elites gathered to see and be seen. Now it's your turn to join. But attention, this is more than a meal. It's a performance where every movement matters. First, the chief examiner raises his cup and asks, "Scholar, please explain why this is called Burning Tail Feast." How will you answer? This question presents both a challenge and opportunity. The proper etiquette is of great significance. Firstly, you would stand and perform the cross-hand greeting, placing your left fist against your right palm, with little finger slightly pointed downward, symbolizing sincerity and respect. This hand position is like a handshake today. And now you can deliver your answer. Why is it called the burning tail feast. Actually, the name comes from an ancient Chinese legend. Long ago, when a crabfish successfully jumps over the dragon gate, then its tail is burned by lightning, transforming it into a real mighty dragon. The powerful metaphor symbolizes your journey. After years of struggling upstream as a fish, you have leapt through the dragon gate, the imperial exam. Now, lightning has struck your tail, and you are transforming into a dragon. The Burning Tail Feast celebrates this transformation, marking your transition from an ordinary scholar to prestigious government officer. It's both a celebration of past success and the final step before beginning your new life. The 进士 team presents your menu. Each dish combines visual beauty, flavor, and cultural meaning. As the most luxurious and famous feast in Chinese history, this royal banquet featured at least 58 different dishes. These aren't just meals, they are messages. Now, let's enjoy. First, see something truly mind-blowing. You might think these are ancient collectible figurines or Tang Dynasty Funko Pops. But surprise, they're actually made entirely of food. Don't worry, despite its name steamed music performers, they didn't actually steam real musicians. This was Tang Dynasty's version of edible art. 72 incredibly detailed miniature people made completely from wheat dough. Imagine telling your friends, check out my new anime figurine collection. Oh, by the way, you can eat them. That's exactly what this dish was. The world's first edible action figures. Besides, this extraordinary dish recreates an entire Tang Dynasty imperial orchestra. Each musician stands about 3 inches tall, with individually crafted faces, hairstyles, clothing, and postures, all painstakingly handmade by master chefs. Think of creating a mini orchestra made of gingerbread, but with detail work that would challenge even today's finest pastry or figurine. This dish wasn't just food, it was a demonstration of your commanding of extraordinary resources and artistic talent. Now, let me introduce you to the most excellent meat dish, stuffed whole lamb. Just imagine a whole lamb stuffing a whole goose inside it, then filling the goose with sticky rice, minced meat, and a blend of rich spices, and slow cooking it until every layer is soaked in flavor. This may sound outrageous, but that's stuffed whole lamb, one of the most spectacular centerpieces of the Burning Tail Feast. This dish is essentially a meat version of Russian nesting dolls. Each layer adds a unique taste. The lamb provides a rich, gamey aroma. The goose soaks up the lamb's juices while keeping its own tender, fatty goodness. The sticky rice absorbs all the flavors, becoming a savory, umami-packed surprise in the center. This wasn't just food. It was a statement of power and luxury. Only the wealthiest or royalty could afford such dish. When it is presented, it immediately signals to everyone that you have spent no expense. So now, which part would you most want to taste? The lamb exterior, the juicy goose, or the red center? Here's some fascinating. Served at imperial banquets, this dish followed a strict hierarchy of consumption. Ministers and officials would eat the outer lamb meat. Nobles would enjoy the goose. But the emperor alone would savor the sticky rice from the very center. Why? Because this sticky rice was considered the ultimate delicacy. It was believed to absorb the concentrated essence of the entire dish. Plus, it symbolized how the emperor received the concentrated wisdom of all his officials. As the feast reaches its climax, two extraordinary treats appear to show Tang Dynasty's extreme luxury. The Green Mountain Desert and fresh lychees. It's just like today's smoothie with lychees on it. Let's start with lychees. The fruits that could be served at the feast were all rare fruits at that time. But fresh lychees only grew in southern China, over 2,000 kilometers from the capital. It is too far, and how to deliver them? How to keep them fresh? The solution is to create an Imperial Lychee Express. It is a relay system of the fastest horses and riders working day and night to deliver fresh fruit to the capital in just a few days. Just as people said, the journey was hazardous, with rapid rivers and steep obstacles, and travelers perished one after another. Some accounts even claim entire lychee trees were uprooted and transported to ensure absolute freshness. This extraordinary operation cost about 9,500 yuan per month, enough to buy more than 900,000 pounds of rice that could feed thousands of families for a year, which is roughly equals to 7 million pounds today. All for a small fruit. It's too extravagant. Then let's came to the Cream Mountain. A desert made by freezing honey-sweetened cream on top of mountain ice. This required massive ice harvesting operations in winter, with ice stored in deep underground cellars throughout the year. You might think, oh, it's just ice. It's not a big deal. But remember, it is more than 1,000 years ago. Wealthy people would serve both delicacies together, proving they could provide both the hottest southern fruits and the coldest northern ice simultaneously. It was the ultimate display of controlling nature itself through wealth and power. Now, the feast ends after 3 exhausting days. Your future is secure, but what you paid and what you get. You spent 10 years savings and gained career prospects for life. You used the real items and got a good place in society. Your private success became a public symbol. This still happens today at graduation parties, job interviews, and networking events. Success must be shown to others to feel real. We see the same thing now. Town scholars held costly meals. Today, we pay for good schools. Town officials showed off with special foods. We show off with expensive things. Town people met in person to build connections. We use LinkedIn and social media. The ways we show success have changed, but the people still need to turn private wins in public praise. In conclusion, while the Burning Tail Feast has disappeared, its spirit lives on in modern China. We still celebrate academic achievement, honor our teachers, and value meaningful connections. The magnificent Tang Dynasty may be gone, but its cultural legacy remains in our celebrations and traditions. As we navigate in our modern world, we might ask, how can we meaningfully mark our achievements while honoring those who helped us along the way? The essence of China as a land of ceremony continues, connecting us to our rich past while we build our future. So, thank you for your time. I hope you have enjoyed the feast journey. Goodbye.